who is presently here and who shared her story this morning at the school, courageously honored her wish, and as a result, 3 people are alive today. And we commend Tracy for doing that. We all got moved by your story, Tracy, and it's an inspiration to us all. So thank you very much for that.
So my name is Sweeney. I'm a co-president at Immaculata High School and one of the torchbearers. Firstly, I'd like to mention how honored I am to be speaking here on behalf of...
And I'm Nicole, the co-president as well at Immaculata. As Simon mentioned, it is a great honor to be here speaking in front of all of you today. Organ donors are in great demand, and in order to raise awareness for the need of organ donations, we need to start talking to the younger people of our society.
I'm really impressed with the work that George Marcello has worked tirelessly in support of this very personal cause by walking across the country and parts of Europe, and by taking his message to provincial and federal governments. Through special thanks go out to all of the students participating in this event. As torch champions, your commitment to this cause will have a direct impact on individuals and families coping with serious illnesses and waiting for transplant. On behalf of the Government of Canada, please accept my best wishes for a memorable campaign and for every success in the years to come. And this letter is signed by the Right Honourable Stephen Harper, Prime Minister of Canada.
I'm sure that not only did we sort of nudge people, but people have become convinced of what the right thing to do is. And I'm absolutely convinced that with a similar effort, we can reach out to a number of Canadians and convince them that organ donation, tissue donation, is indeed the right thing to do.
So thank you to my colleagues, and thank you very much to George for his vision, his inspiration, and of course to Nicole and Simon for really showing leadership that we see from young people every day. And Tracy Arsenault bringing forward her story about her mother giving. We heard from a custodian at the school talking about her husband who's waiting desperately for an organ. And making sure that everyone knows that there's a way that individually they can make that difference. So we're delighted to be receiving our honored guests today, and to certainly share this issue with our colleagues in our caucus, and to provide what we hope is a joint leadership on an issue that affects every single Canadian. Thank you so much. And if there's questions, I'll look.
Hallway was leading to the morgue, and the other hallway was leading to an operation table.
Not just like getting footage of them getting interviewed. It's part of the student project that we're putting together.
Mr. D'Amico, as principal of Immaculata High School, can you tell us how you found out about the STEM Foundation and why you believe it is important for students at Immaculata to get involved?
Certainly. 2 years ago, we became involved with Step by Step through Christopher's Wish. This year, when George contacted me, it was last May, we were very excited to get involved again. I offered the opportunity to our head boy and head girl to become involved in this project, and they jumped on it right away and said, yes, that's something that as students we feel empowered and we can make a difference.
That's fantastic. So this is a great honor for Immaculata High School. Congratulations on this achievement and moving this important process forward.
Great, thank you.
I have with me 2 torch champions from Immaculata High School, Nicole and Simon Sweeney. Good morning to both of you. It's great to have you here today. Tell me, you brought the torch from Immaculata up here to the Parliament Hill. Can you tell us how you felt and what was going through the mind when you were coming up?
I was just honored, and I was shocked that I was representing my school out of anyone out there.
How did you feel, Simon?
I was very honored, actually. It's a rare opportunity when you can represent the youth of Ottawa and your community and Ottawa for something as big as this. I mean, this is organ donations is something that affects many people. So I was honored to be able to spread the message that the country needs to be aware and the problem needs to be solved. And we encourage people to become organ donors and organ donations.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you very much to both of you. It's a great honor for me to be here with you as well, and I really appreciate your comments and this good work that you do. Thank you very much.
Students video. Anything like you want to say to other torch champions, because they're all going to see this, you know.
Uncomfortable when you're sitting there. I'm not sure. I just feel really great representing my school.
And how about you, Simon?
Well, I mean, to the other torch champions, this is an honor bestowed upon you that
find yourself being
it's something special. You know what I mean?
As a result of what everybody's doing here from coast, I mean, student power. Look at, I was watching the Iowa and the New Hampshire caucuses going on, and I'm just like addicted. I can't wait to go home. You know, and you know, I'm looking at Barack Obama. I'm looking at this guy's getting all the young people behind him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's giving him the push.
And that's what we need to do with this.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how we're going to solve this.
Yeah.
Is like with the young people. You know,
Exactly.
if we can get young people from coast to coast, the trick is in trying to bring everybody together. So that's why you know, I'm crazy about getting all this stuff on film and pictures and you know, and everything we can possibly to join a whole family of students from coast to coast together into one big voice, you know.
Yeah.
So that's our mission. That's why it's not over. Like, you know, we're going to see what's going to happen in the next coming days.
Well, Obama also ended up on Oprah, so that's your next step. Get
Okay,
yourself on Oprah,
well,
and
there
that
we
was
go.
I think that was several percentage points in his favor.
Okay, well, that's doable. And then they, you know, like today, you got your day off from the kids, you know.
That's great. No diapers for 6 hours.
So how did you think the day went?
I
Are
think
you
it was
happy?
great. You know, I loved the stories, you know, from your custodians of school and hearing how, you know, the teachers at the school have been personally affected. And that's what it's all about. It's, you know, that this does touch each and every one of us.
Well, it's been a fantastic day. Thank you. So definitely we're not going to forget about today.
Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, coming up, the American presidential election stirs excitement, even in Canada. Later, what makes Ottawa a tourist draw? Right now. Immaculata High School co-presidents Simon Sweeney and Nicole had the honor of carrying the torch of life through Ottawa. The torch run is aimed at addressing the critical shortage of organ and tissue donations in Canada.
The torch left St. John's, Newfoundland on October 1st and will complete its journey in Iqaluit on June 20th. Over 100 students will eventually participate in the relay across Canada.
Well, if you or someone you love needs an organ transplant, chances are you'll be waiting a long time. Some 4,000 Canadians need an organ or tissue transplant. The problem is a shortage of donors. Well, two young people brought that message to Parliament Hill this morning. Nicole and Simon Sweeney are students at Immaculata High School in Ottawa, and they brought the torch of life and its message promoting organ and tissue donations. This is part of a cross-country campaign where students bring the torch to their local communities. This morning they passed the torch on to representatives of 3 political parties. The initiative was started several years ago by George Marcello, a man who was lucky enough to get a liver transplant.
We need to get more people to get involved in this, and we need more people to understand how important it is to become an organ donor and to share this wish with their family.
I strongly support organ donations and wish to encourage others to feel the same, because I believe we have a duty to save the lives of others when given the opportunity. Every other day, people die waiting for organ donations. Let's change that.
The Torch of Life campaign will continue across Canada, ending up in Victoria on June the 20th.